Henry is the gift of the Magi in Easy English by Ohida. Jim and Della were poor but happy mainly because they loved each other dearly and compassionately. As Christians they celebrated Merry Christmas vibrantly. And presenting gifts to each other is still the main part of this celebration. However, Della tried her best to save money by negotiating prices with the grocer, the vegetable man and the butcher in such a way that she felt ashamed and humiliated. Still she could not manage more than $1.87 on the eve of the occasion. Della felt extremely unhappy and started sobbing. She consoled herself realizing the fact that life is mixed with mainly sorrows and a little happiness. She was not concerned about the beggarly rented flat only for $8 a week. There was a letterbox, though no letter could go in. More interestingly, the flat had a bell but no one could ring it. However, there was a prestigious card attached saying Mr. James Dillingham Young. Jim and Della were relatively better off when he earned $30, $20 at present, per week. But one thing did not change. Whenever Jim reached the flat, Della called him Jim and warmly hugged him. Della stopped crying, attended to her cheeks with powder and visualized through the window a gray cat walking on a gray fence in a gray backyard. She visualized the unhappy and despairing Christmas the following day without a suitable present for her husband. Even after saving every penny for months it was still only $1.87. Even after planning for many hours she could not fulfill her long-cherished desire to buy Jim a fine, rare and genuine gift which should be considered even less than what Jim's honor deserved. All of a sudden, some idea came in her mind. Immediately she dropped her hair to its full length before the mirror. Her exotic hair dropped waving and shining like a waterfall of brown waters. It reached below her knee and it looked almost like a dress for her. In no time, she ran out of the door, stopped before a shop and sold her hair for $20. Jim's watch was majestic but he had to look at it cleverly due to the old leather belt. Reasonably after searching the stores she found the platinum fob chain and thought it was majestic and made mysteriously only for Jim's watch. She bought it for $21 and hurried home with the 87 cents. Now Della's excitement subsided and soon she became aware of her look like a truant schoolboy without her hair. Since Jim was never late she folded the fob chain double in her hand and sat on the corner of the table near the door that he always entered. Jim stepped inside the door and remained absolutely still. His eyes were fixed upon Della, and there was an expression in them that she could not read, and it terrified her. It was no anger, nor surprise, nor disapproval, nor horror, nor any of the sentiments that she had been prepared for. He simply glared at her fixedly with that strange expression on his face. Jim drew a package from his overcoat pocket and threw it upon the table. Della's white fingers tore the thread and paper quickly. And then a rapturous scream of joy at the sight of the combs her heart had simply waited and longed for without the least hope of possession. And now they were hers. Alas! Her hair was already gone. Jim had not yet seen his beautiful present. She held it out to him eagerly upon her open palm. The dull precious metal seemed to reflect her bright and passionate spirit. But alas! He sold his watch to buy the combs for her. The story is tragic. Jim's watch was nothing without the fob chain in Della's eyes. And her precious part is her hair that badly needed such a comb. Now she has the comb but no more hair. Jim has the chain but no watch. As a result, the gifts turned meaningless. The gifts became trash. So what? The gifts made Jim and Della the most intelligent. Their pure love for each other proved that they are the wisest of all. They are the Magi. The writer is Assistant Professor of English and Director, Language Center, University of Information Technology and Sciences, UITS. Published on the 18th of May 2018 in Morning Tea of the Daily Sun. Thanks for watching.